lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena. Pumped up and primed for action. Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Nuggets are among the West elite teams, but they still have their doubters. Coach Mike Malone said we never listen to the narrative. Nikola Jokic added, we don't care that nobody gives us respect. We're going to be there. We know what we're capable of. We fight. Guys, back to you.
David, I love that resilience it shows with their success on the floor. Thanks for that story. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the 76ers. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And San Antonio, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Anthony is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Griffin in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Jamal Murray. Not every team has the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight.
And it can really add a dimension to your offense, Kevin, especially if you're able to pass out of double teams and hit guys who are open for shots.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Gordon against Anthony. Gordon, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Simmons dishes to Capella. Griffin looking it over. Pass to Simmons. Driving inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So valuable on the defensive side of the ball, Simmons goes beyond personal, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
That's good from Simmons.
Well, you look at all the ways Ben Simmons can affect the basketball game. His package is really unique. He's almost 7 feet tall. He's one of the best defenders in the league, can guard every position. And he's an incredible playmaker, too. Well, I tell you, this team is lucky to have him.
Murray against Simmons. Murray kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Jokic. Out to the wing. Murray for 3. That one misses. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
And here are the Nuggets now after Ben Simmons' bucket. Denver passing it around. High post shot, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Boy, the Joker will hit that mid-range jumper all day long. Too easy to let him shoot it from there.
Back to Simmons. 9 feet out. And it's Denver with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And he gets it to go. Anthony's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Simmons against Murray. Braun. No good on the three. Spurs leading by 5. Now here's Simmons. 23 points for him the last game against Portland.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Here's Jokic. Anthony with the block. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now, here's Hart. Defended by Gordon. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Spurs. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And the bench turned up in that one.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And the regular season, Clark, approaching its conclusion. Some have suggested pushing back the regular season permanently.
Well, we'll see if it gets traction. You know, the thought is that it's better to compete with baseball as an NBA league than for viewers during the football season.
Braun. And that time, also a missed shot. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Anthony. Denver making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 11. Passes it to Jokic. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. To the right side. Ryan trying to free himself up. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Simmons looking it over. And there's the drive. And Simmons slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And he gets it back. Jokic on the follow.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Simmons against Bryant. Anthony down low. 12 points his last outing. The shot that time not on target. And Denver the other way now. Griffin against Caldwell Pope. And Simmons with the rebound. Spurs leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Anthony. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bryant up top. To the middle. And Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to line defenses that he can do so.
Simmons passes to Carmelo. lays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got 13.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Bryant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Murray for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Five to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Griffin's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Murray kicks to Jokic. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 13.
Great quarter to hit the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. And Hart has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. Outside Griffin. Simmons against Jokic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Good work defensively by Capella. Spurs leading by 8. Hart finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Jokic with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Jokic with the bucket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now here's Westbrook. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Jokic. And it's Griffin with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Spurs. It's Oladipo on the wing. And the pass to Favors. Westbrook with it. Jackson on him. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Jokic. Derek Favors making his last shot. Jackson kicks to Porter. Westbrook against Wright. And stolen by Favors. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Here's the teardrop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he's right, Clark. Oladipo can take over a game with this athleticism.
Well, you think about it, Kevin. This guy notched a 42-inch vertical at the draft combine. He's a really outstanding all-around athlete, a bit like Russell Westbrook in that regard, and he's got an aggressive streak in him as well.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
You know, Oladipo's one of the few players in the NBA with some true singing talent. I mean, he's got a couple of albums to his credit, and he's really passionate about his music.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Jackson kicks to Jokic. Over Favors. Another miss by Jokic. San Antonio leading by 12. Graham, the pass to Westbrook. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. The shot off that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. With the drive, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 14.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too. But I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Favors kicks to Griffin. Back to Favors. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Favors has got his second bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Wright. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy is constantly trying to hone his craft.
Free throw drops for Wright. Bryant is checked in for Nikola Jokic. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. He's perfect from the line this time. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson against Graham. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Porter. Can't cash in from close range. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for San Antonio. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
Hustle, work, you know, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, you know. And that's what I did.
You did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, the forwards are Porter and Gordon. DeJuan Wright is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Bryant in at the center, filling out the middle. Here is Bryant, following the bucket by the Spurs. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And they're moving it up. Here's Stevenson, and he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And here are the Nuggets now. After the basket by San Antonio. Porter, bounce pass. Here's Gordon. That shot is off. Great D that time from Griffin.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And again, Denver no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Vassell, the pass to Graham. Stevenson outside. Pass to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. And Wright pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 16. Floats one up. The offensive rebound. Bryant dishes to Gordon. Bryant trying to free himself up. And it's Gordon missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about in their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Here's Vassell. Denver able to drain the 3. Pass to Graham. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. Kicks it to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Bryant's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Nuggets. And so Graham will bring it up for San Antonio. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Vassell, the pass to Stevenson. Graham against Bryant. Here's Favors. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Gordon. To the left wing. Here's Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
And Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me, watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky. I didn't know he had that in his package, but he was a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. Anthony kicks to Simmons. The pass to Capella. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Nuggets trail by 8. Murray left side. The kick out to Bryant. The Nuggets with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside Anthony. The 3 ball. And they recover it. Griffin against Gordon. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Inside, here's Murray. The shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Murray. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, Denver no good. Spurs leading by 10. And Hart has it in the corner. Outside, Simmons. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. In the corner, Murray with it. In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. Griffin's shot is good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Murray against Simmons. From 10 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, energetic drive that time by Simmons. Pushes right through the defense and gets it to go.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Murray for the three. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Simmons slams it in.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
Murray looking around. Again, the miss by Murray.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Simmons on the wing. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Caldwell Pope, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 13. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Several teams changing it up here. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Oladipo outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Outside for Murray. Over Westbrook. Rebound by Anthony. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Pass to Jokic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now Caldwell Pope after Victor Oladipo missed from long range.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. Oladipo, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's an 18-point game. Right wing, Braun. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Oladipo, the pass to Westbrook. Capella finds Hart. Pass to Westbrook. And stolen by Murray. Stolen by Westbrook. Now Hart. No points in the game yet for him. Anthony in the corner. Launches a 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Nice D from Oladipo.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
The shot by Anthony, no good. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot, no good. Nice D from Oladipo.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid.
Westbrook drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, one of the things you have to do to try to stop Westbrook is get physical with him. Bump him, slow him down some, especially on drives where he's looking to go right downhill, down your throat.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs lead by 17. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys deliver.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite, avocado toast.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Ben Simmons is out there with Hart. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Griffin in at the small forward. Spurs leading by 17. Simmons passes to Anthony. Capella with it. Hart kicks to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Griffin finds Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, I love seeing Capella be more aggressive inside. When he does this, he's capable of drawing contact.
For San Antonio, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Jokic, not going to go that time. Spurs shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
Here's Anthony. That one drops for him. Anthony's got the first bucket of the third here for San Antonio.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Simmons, the bounce pass. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists tonight.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Back to Murray. It's sent back down by Simmons. Tries again. Kicks it out to Gordon. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Defended by Griffin. Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jokic has got 19 points.
Boy, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight, scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Now, here's Capella. Griffin passes to Carmelo. And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Jokic finds Caldwell Pope. Braun, guarded by Simmons. Braun makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
San Antonio making a switch here. Derek Favors checked in for Clint Capella. Blake Griffin comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Vassell, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Favors. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Over right. Tries yet again. And Favors finishes it off. Favors has got 6.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Right outside. Takes a 3. Graham with the rebound. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
Now here's Griffin. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Vassell, no good. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Wright looking around. Great D that time from Favors.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Griffin goes in, and Griffin slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here is Graham. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Griffin kicks to Griffin. Three-pointer, Graham. Good on the triple. Graham's got his third bucket of the night.
You know, these are shots you want Graham taking. Helps get him going.
Now the pass to Bryant. Jackson with it. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. Vassell, the pass to Graham. Outside Griffin. Pass to Graham. Right side Favors. Griffin against Gordon. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Wright. There's the drive. It's right on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in. Here's Vassell. Guarded by Porter. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Stevenson. And he banks in the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Najee, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Westbrook. Now Stevenson. Graham surveying the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson. And Devontae Graham, a player whose #1 priority is scoring, but Clark, he can create, as we've seen, for others as well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think he's worked on that part of his game really hard. He's got great vision, sees the whole court, really good ball handling ability as well. And he makes a lot of plays with low turnovers.
The Spurs making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in.
Devontae Graham was one of those rare 4-year college players, and he had an incredible second season in the league. Averaged over 18 points and 7 assists per game, proving he's an NBA caliber guard.
Now here's Wright. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Graham against Jackson. Fires from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now here's Stevenson. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks it to Bryant. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Devontae Green. Jackson against Westbrook. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Bryant. And Stevenson grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 20. Oladipo finds Simmons. Back to Oladipo. Two points. That one goes. Oladipo's got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Right outside. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by the Spurs. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Hey, yo, right here.
Bryant against Stevenson. And Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a pick-and-roll finisher, Griffin's your man. Converts at an excellent rate off this play.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Wright. Oladipo with the block. Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for San Antonio. Josh Hart comes in for Lance Stevenson.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Najee, guarded by Simmons. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Hart. Driving in. The pass to Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Murray after the basket by San Antonio. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Oladipo misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 3. Najee, no good. San Antonio's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. And Simmons kicks to Oladipo. Back to Simmons. Pass to Hart. And here's Westbrook from the arc. No good that time. And so it's San Antonio holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Taj Gibson, Caldwell Pope out there with Smith. It's Najee in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Capella. Outside Westbrook. Going inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Shooting one.
Taj Gibson picks one up.
And, you know, Capella is so strong that you really got to wrap him up if you're going to commit the foul on him.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Now, here's Westbrook. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, this guy's a pick-and-roll maestro. That's Westbrook's basketball IQ on full display.
Smith against Westbrook. And Gibson now atop the key. Here's Gillespie. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Spurs shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Walker's shot is off. Nuggets shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Smith, a rebound by the Spurs.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense did give up on that play and cut him off. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here is Smith. Passes to Najee. Here's Gillespie. Driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Now here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
There's the pass to Najee. Back to Smith. Oladipo with the block. Griffin dishes to Walker. Pass to Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Gillespie. Gibson up top. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gillespie missing. Spurs have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Vassell, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Gibson to the inside. Gillespie, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
Outside Griffin. Here he goes. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good on that one. Nice D from Griffin. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Oladipo outside. To the middle. Here's Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent vision that time in the pick and roll by Oladipo. Always looking for his teammates.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Caldwell Pope outside. Rebound, San Antonio. Favors got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Griffin, here we go. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Here's Gillespie. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Now, here is Smith. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Now Smith to end the cold streak. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you've got to be very aware of Smith's passing off the penetration, which is why lanes open up for him for easy baskets, because the defense knows he's looking to pass.
Now here's Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Gillespie. Here's Najee. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot comes out. Nice D from Griffin. Spurs shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Back to Favors. And it's Favors slamming it down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by the Spurs.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Outside, Walker. He takes it in. Out to the right wing. Vassell. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope with the handles to take advantage of his foot speed.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside Griffin. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Here's Smith. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo from downtown, a rebound by the Spurs. Favors has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Knocked loose. Here's Gillespie to the paint. Here's Najee. Trying to get open is Gibson. Najee, no good. San Antonio calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
And Capella the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist here tonight. The Nuggets shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Passes it to Gillespie. And again, Denver no good. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Simmons passes to Anthony. This one for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Denver the other way. And there's the pass to Gillespie. Smith outside. Down low. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
And the free throw, no good. And Simmons slams it in.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
There's 1:40 left in the game. Feeds it to Gibson. Pass to Gillespie. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Ben Simmons.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Simmons. The Nuggets getting the bucket. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Simmons with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Blake, you really got it going inside tonight. Was that one of your primary objectives?
Yeah, that's something we talked about. You know, we talked about not being complacent and settling for jump shots. Talked about getting to the hole and playing tough on defense. And I thought that's what our guys did tonight.
Really controlled the paint at both ends, Blake. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.